What's going on, everybody? I am back with another video, and today, guys, I will be doing a 2022 NFL mock draft. Now, this is my second video of my double upload immediately after the other one. Tried recording this once, didn't really work, but yes, this will be my 2022 NFL mock draft 3.0. I haven't done one of these in months. I was kind of ahead of my time doing both of the first two. Pretty sure the first version of this is actually my OSB video, but anyway, let's get into it with the first overall pick team, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, I think, like I said, I think they could do anything here. I think if they really wanted to, they could go a little crazy, take Garrett Wilson. I think they could take Aiden Hutchinson, Kayvon Thibodeaux, but I think they're going to take Evan Neal. And the reason I think they're going to do that is they need help. I get they made offensive line moves in free agency, but I still think they're going to take Evan Neal just because I think he's not generational like Penei Sewell, but very solid. So first overall pick, Evan Neal. Detroit Lions, I think the Detroit Lions will take Aiden Hutchinson just because he's scrappy. I don't think Aiden Hutchinson's even as good as Kayvon Thibodeaux. I do think Kayvon Thibodeaux is just a little bit better than Aiden Hutchinson, but I feel like Aiden Hutchinson just overall fits in the scheme of the Lions way, way more than Kayvon Thibodeaux. Whew, excuse me. But anyway, the Houston Texans with the third overall pick, they could do anything here. And I think this could be one of the situations where they trade the pick. But like I said, but there's no trades in this mock draft. And I think with the third overall pick, I think the best thing for the Texans would just be to take the best player available, which, in my opinion, would either be Kayvon Thibodeaux or Ikem Ekwonu. But I think they'll take Kayvon Thibodeaux with the third overall pick. The reason I think this is because really I need needs everywhere. But I think Kayvon Thibodeaux is a very solid player. I think Texans can maybe do something with him. And I think it's just a situation, third overall pick, where the Texans will either trade down or take the best available player. Jets with the fourth overall pick, I see them taking Kyle Hamilton here. And I get that's kind of like first, second, third, and fourth. But I do think they'll take Kyle Hamilton here because they have a decent safety, I think. But Kyle Hamilton, I think, fits perfectly with the Jets. The Jets need help in the secondary as the defense was one of the worst in the league. And I think they will take Kyle Hamilton. The Giants, for the Giants, I think they'll take Ikem Ekwonu from North Carolina State because they need offensive line help. They do. They had, probably besides for the Bengals, the worst offensive line in the league last year. And I get Daniel Jones. I don't think he's great, but at the end of the day, he's no Joe Burrow, so you can't really do much under that offensive line. So I think that would be the smart pick. Sixth overall for the Panthers, I think they take I think we see our first quarterback get taken here, as I think we see Malik Willis go off the board here because the Panthers really don't have a future at quarterback right now, and I get this ain't a great quarterback draft. Sam Darnold has proven not to be great. Cam Newton ain't that good anymore. So yeah, I think Malik Willis 6 overall. I think they just try to experiment with him, see what they get out of him. The Giants again, 7th overall, and the Giants are in a really lucky position here. I think the Giants take Jordan Davis, DT out of Georgia. The reason I think this is because the front seven, although wasn't, in my opinion, at least horrible, they really don't have any playmakers, in my opinion, really, on that line. And I think Jordan Davis, even just as a rookie, could be that playmaker they desperately need on that defense. Falcons, really, they need help everywhere, but I think they'll take a wide receiver here. And I think they'll take Garrett Wilson. The reason I think they'll take Garrett Wilson is because, one, Calvin Ridley has been suspended the whole season. I didn't mention that in my thing. We'll get into that in its own separate video, most likely. Which leaves really nobody for the most part. I mean, Matt Ryan doesn't really have many weapons to work with besides for Willie Kyle Pitts. And I bet I'm forgetting somebody somewhere, but I do think they'll take wide receiver Garrett Wilson. Plus, if Calvin Ridley does return to the thing, I think him and Garrett Wilson could be a dynamic duo. Seattle Seahawks, I actually don't have them taking a quarterback here. I know some people do because I think they'll give Drew Lock a chance. Although I do have them taking cornerback Mark Gardner to help out that secondary a bit. They're in rebuild mode now. I think that cornerback will be a very solid centerpiece to build around. New York Jets again, 10th overall pick. I could see him taking Tyler Linderbaum here. The reason I haven't taken him over Charles Cross because I actually think Linderbaum is just a little bit better than Cross. And, they already had Elijah Vera Tucker last year. He was a really good offensive lineman. And I think they'll continue to build that with Tyler Linderbaum. And now really all the needs that offensive line is going. But 11th overall, Washington Commanders not taking the quarterback because they got Carson Wentz. But I do think they will take a wide receiver here. And I think that wide receiver will be Jameson Williams. Now, obviously, he's coming off a torn ACL, so there are concerns. But I think Jameson Williams has the brightest upside. I think either Jameson Williams or Kenny Pickett has the highest upside in this, but I think Jameson Williams has the highest upside just because he's explosive. He reminds me a lot of John Morris, but with better hands and just overall better. And I think if you can get that kind of production out of Jameson Williams, then the Commanders will be going 12th overall for the Vikings. I think they'll take a cornerback, Derek Stingley Jr., because that secondary just ain't that good, if you want me to be completely honest with you. And I think Derek Stingley Jr. is a really good cornerback. I'd say that he's honestly maybe the best cornerback in this draft. Possibly. I think he definitely has the highest upside. So I like him going to the Vikings at number 12 overall. Now for the Browns, 13th overall. Now they did just recently get Amari Cooper, so I do actually not see them taking a wide receiver here. Although I do see them taking a linebacker here, and I think that linebacker will be Devin Lloyd. Now the reason I think they'll take a linebacker here is because they have that one linebacker, I forgot his name, but he's really good, that they drafted in the second round last year, and I feel like they're just that one linebacker away from creating a dynamic duo, so I think they'll want to team Devin Lloyd up with that guy, mush them together, you got a dynamic duo there. Ravens, I'm still keen on believing they're going to take a wide receiver here. I think that wide receiver will be Chris Olave, because it's just a situation where you take the best wide receiver available. Chris Olave is that at number 14. And they just need more weapons. I mean, Marquise Brown ain't bad, but he can't single-handedly carry the team. I mean, he ain't just like Julio Jones who can carry that wide receiver core. So, yeah, Philadelphia Eagles, 15th overall. I feel like that they would be really mad that they couldn't get Chris Olave here, which is why I think they'll take Drake London. Because they're in the exact same situation as the Ravens. Just take the best wide receiver available. And in this case, Drake London will be the best wide receiver besides, of course, Olave. 16th overall. I think the Eagles can do really whatever they want with that. And I think they'll get edge rusher Trayvon Walker. Because I think last time they took the best really wide receiver available, 16th overall, they take the best defensive player available, which in this case, in my opinion, at least would be Trayvon Walker, who I think can be really solid, especially in the Eagles scheme. Chargers. I think their biggest thing here will be taking somebody on the defensive side of the ball. And I think that defensive guy will be Andrew Booth Jr., because I think it was mainly the secondary that really costed the Chargers in the end, although obviously it was the one defense on the final drive. And I think Andrew Booth Jr. at 17th overall would be at the very worst a very good value pick for them. Saints, 18th overall. I see them taking Charles Cross. Because although offensive line ain't a big need, I think the Saints are in a position to where they'll either take a wide receiver or they'll take the best player available. And here I got them taking Charles Cross, 18th overall. Eagles again at 19th overall. I think it's here where they'll take Trevor Penning, offensive lineman, because that offensive line, frankly, ain't that good. if you want me to be brutally honest. And I think that, along with Drake London, and that'll help Jalen Hurts a bit out. And yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers, 20th overall. They have Mitchell Trubisky, so they're not going to take a quarterback. Although I still see them taking somebody like maybe a cornerback, for example, Kaiir Elam. Kaiir Elam is a player who admittedly will probably have to develop, or I think he's the most solid player in this, but he has, I think, the most upside. Patriots, 21st overall, I think will take a wide receiver here, Traylon Burks, just because, they need a wide receiver. We got to speed through this a bit here, but the way it is, I think we'll just take the best player available, which will be George Office, whatever. And the reason I think they'll take him is just best player available at this point. Cardinals, 23rd overall. I think they'll take somebody like David Ojabo to make up for maybe Chandler Jones leaving if he does. And this is assuming Chandler Jones does leave. Cowboys here. I think the Cowboys take Jermaine Johnson, an edge rusher, that help out that defense a bit, who admittedly has been struggling. And the Buffalo Bills, 25th overall. I think they'll take a running back here, Kenneth Walker. The reason I think they'll take him is because I feel like the Bills are just a running back away from possibly winning the Super Bowl last year. So I think they'll address that by taking Kenneth Walker, 25th overall. Titans. I think they'll take just the best player really available who's not a quarterback, which would be Zion Johnson here, offensive guard. Help out Derrick Henry a bit. He'll be a really solid player. And then 27th overall, Bucks. I can see them taking Daxton Hill just because their safeties got absolutely met in the playoffs last year. I feel like they don't want to repeat of that. So they'll take the best defensive player available, Daxton Hill. Green Bay Packers, 28th overall. I say they'll take Trent McDuffie, 28th overall, to try to address that cornerback core, who, although was really good, they were good, they were solid. Obviously, besides for Jay Alexander, I actually don't really think there's many playmakers that's going to be on the Packers next year. Dolphins can really do whatever they want, 29th overall, which I think they'll help out the Tua Tagovailoa by drafting Breece Hall, because the Dolphins, frankly, had the worst running attack last year. And I think what would help with that is by taking a running back, which in this case, the best one available is Breece Hall. 30th overall, Chiefs. I can see the Chiefs here taking Nakobe Dean, a linebacker, because they need help on defense. The front seven, just overall getting to the quarterback, is really what costing them in the AFC Championship game. They didn't take advantage of weak offensive line. And overall, just was not that great. And I think Nakobe Dean can be that for the Chiefs. For the Bengals, really, there's not many great offensive linemen out there. But I think the best one would be Kenyon Green, because this is a classic case of take the best offensive lineman available, which would be Kenyon Green out of Texas A&M. And yeah, Detroit Lions. I think Detroit Lions take a risk here and take Kenny Pickett, 32nd overall. Just maybe let him develop behind Jared Goff for a year, and then put him in the starting lineup. I know this went by a little faster than that, but what do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you already know the deal. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're new, turn on post notifications so you never miss a new video. And yeah, I love you guys. Hope you have a great day or night, wherever you're watching this, or whenever you're watching this. And peace out, guys. Bye, and stay safe.